All right, welcome back. It is day 8 of the new account. We're going to take stock of the account and make a plan for a piece of content to push and just see what kind of progress we can make today. I'll talk you through my thought processes and let's take a look. All right, first things first, we're going to go ahead and claim our Drake's Chasm reward. It's always fun to see if we get anything interesting. That dust is actually insanely important right now. Diamonds never hurt. And that material still is probably valuable. So nothing world stopping here, but we're gonna say it's not bad. So just in taking a look at the account, let's look where we are. We were able to finish #1 in the hero training, which is nice, by quite a large margin. So we were putting a lot of work in developing our heroes. Let's take a look. It looks like we are pretty solid lead here for Vault in the Sand, so I am not stressed about pushing Gear Raid 2. And although we did push Gear Raid 1 yesterday, I don't think Gear Raid 2 is the place to push right now. And my reasoning is, if we take a look, this is very healer and tank centric, and I don't really have tanks that I'm looking to invest in besides rocks. I think he will, because of his unyielding, he's going to be valuable long term. And I think that if we can wait until level 40, we will unlock Void Rift, which gets you Olog, which is one of the best epic tanks and really better than a lot of legendary tanks, which would be someone I would want to invest in. So I think what we're going to do today is see if we can progress in Gear Raid 3. So I think let's go ahead and look at our marksman. I think what we're going to need to do, I'm probably going to pause the recording and spend some time developing our characters, but Silas is good. I think if we want to make real progress, we're probably going to have to get Corvin and Idril to level 60. And we may potentially need to level Brienne or Theowen because we're lacking serious AoE damage. We will probably hold off on them and try to use our Aurelius Gale instead. Early on in the Gear Raid 3, mages can help clear some of the AoE necessary. So I'm going to pause the recording. I'm going to take some time and I'm going to develop at a minimum Idril and Corvin, and I may level up Numera as well. Reason being is that she can hit the boss, and the quicker we can kill that boss, the quicker we can deal with all the ads, which are, at least in the lower levels, largely the challenge of the Gear Raid. So I will be back shortly, and we will start working on that. We're at stage 13 of Gear Raid 3. Let's take a look at the team we're going to focus on. All right, I think I'm going to we'll bring Mari in. I don't think we need Fercy here. So we have Silas, Idril, and Corvin are level 60. I wasn't able to get the 6-star promotion on Corvin. I just wasn't able to get enough mythic extracts. So we're going to go forward with this and see what kind of progress we can make. See what's working, what's not working, and if we can adjust. So I think we'll put Silas in the middle. We'll give him Diao Chen. And I think we will put Idro back here because she can also benefit from Diao. Hopefully she'll be able to clear these as they come in. I'm going to put Corbin back here to benefit from Diao as well. I think the extra ads are going to be the pain point and not so much the boss. But we shall see. Hollow should be able to heal everyone there. And we'll trigger Numera there as well. So if we can burn down the boss, I think it will set us up for success here. This is generally what gives me a hard time, but we'll see how it goes. We've had a pretty significant increase in levels since I've messed with this, so we'll give it a moment. Okay, they're down. I'm going to trigger Idril to try to pick things off one by one. Yeah, Idril is just kind of making this level easy right now. So I think this corner will be the one we struggle with, and we may need to put Aurelius in that corner and have a healer come from another side. We'll see. Corbin's doing work, plinking at stuff, so yeah, with I might try to set Idril higher up though. I'm not sure that Diao inspiration is enough to prevent her from start hitting things sooner. But success there. We're going to move on to the next level. So level 14. Similar to last time, although this time we will put Idril further up. And we'll start with Hollow there. And Diao can go here. Numera in the middle. We want to focus on burning this boss down as quick as possible. I think it will open us up to deal with the additional ads fairly easy. And I think, you know, as much as it's good to get a little greedy later with inspiration, we were able to clear this level without stressing too much on Idril needing to be further back. We'll put Mari over here just in case she needs to help slow things down. We're just popping ults as we can here to try to, yeah, and Aurelius does a good job of dealing with this as well, so. Corvin doing work, man. I think I'm curious to try him in the higher stages, but I think here he's really able to help continue to plink away at some of these ads. So this is a level I do wish that we had Laurel on so we could like rotate for rage, but I think we're okay right now. Yeah. All right, so pretty straightforward there. I think just leveling and promoting up our characters put us in a good position to progress, especially through the 18s. I think a lot of of this is just trying to get you to maximize your character's base stats. We're going to continue with the same strategy until we're proven otherwise. Although I think I will drop Diao before Hollow. I don't think that we needed the healing right away. Okay, but once again, we are going to try to burn this boss down so we can, as in these kinds of games, we can ignore the mechanics if we can kill the boss quick enough. Once again, pretty straightforward. I don't think I'm going to use Idril on these. I think Aurelius will be able to handle them. But we'll take a look and see how he does. We'll activate Corvin's ult here, just to reduce the cooldown on his ability. And Aurelius is able to handle these even without an ult. That really positions us for the last wave pretty well. We'll go ahead and use the Idra ult, and she's not even skilled up. I did put my best gear on her as well as my only Piercer artifact, so I just think while Silas is a killer, she's kind of key to dealing with these ads in an unconventional way where we don't have to worry about the AoE. So, another successful clear. My hope is we can push up to 18. I think that will be a good goal. We are getting fairly close to the account level 40, and I think at that point I will invest and try to push up in Gear Raid 2 as well. One of the frustrations is if we look at Pharisee, none of his skills have fallen on the AoE damage reduction, and he is just the absolute king of that. So we may need to invest some books in him. We maxed the ult, which is usually a good thing, but in this case, you really want his damage reduction. But aside, let's continue progress in level 16. All right. And I think I might try to give the inspiration to her as well. And we can give it to Corvin. I think we can still get healing on everybody, but let's take a look. Yes. But it will complicate our Aurelius placement. Okay, so it says she powers up over time. Even more reason to try to kill her right away. We might put this person up there. I'm going to put Aurelius on this side. We haven't previously had this many characters on the side there. And we used the ult from Silas just to try to soften that up. Aurelius was able to handle this here. So I'm hoping we can cycle back to this might be beyond what we're able to handle. Yeah, so we're going to need to do a better job of dealing with the sides. This is where we may need to invest in an AoE epic marksman, but let's let's try to tweak this a little bit and see if we can handle it. So I think I'll go back to my old placements where we can have Aurelius here. Okay, don't need the tutorial again. Okay. I might try to put Corvin on this side, see if he can help clearing things when they come in from here. We are struggling a little bit to clear out here. Hopefully Aurelius can. Okay, the boss is down, the right is clear. So I think I might pull Numera and use Alicia to help us there. Need the slow. Okay, we need to get Mari down a little bit quicker. Let's see if we can tweak this a little bit. This is where having an AoE marksman mage would be so helpful. I think I might try to move our inspiration to this side just so we seem to be struggling a little bit more on this side. We'll see if we can get away with that placement there. We're not giving Corvin heals. I messed up the placement. We're going to continue on, just see if there's anything to learn, but kind of a botched run here. Looks like we might recover. We do have Mari's ult up. Oh, we got one leak, but we're going to continue on just to see if this is feasible. I think if we did it cleanly, we would be okay. We got another leak there, but I think that's something we can clean up as well. Although, this is a lot more enemies than our prior levels. I feel like we need to invest in at least an AoE for one side or the other. So let's take a look. I think Brienne is the option. One of the downsides, though, is we have no skill dust to level her up, to level up her skills. But we do have an awakening for her. And a pretty decent awakening of that. I do have... We're going to put this in here. Since we're not investing in Dolores, I feel like Idril is one of the best ones that we can invest our epic soul stones. Alright, I am going to pause the recording. I'm going to work on developing Brienne, and then we'll see if we're able to push up a little bit further. Alright, welcome back. We were able to get Brienne to 50. We just do not have the chickens or food to push her to 60. I'm trying to see who we should pull out. I think we're gonna go like this. It's unfortunate Numera won't get the buff, but I think Brienne needs it, and we're gonna give this a go. All right, we're kind of flexible on our placements right here, but I think this is what we're gonna go with right now. Numeric can't hit the boss without the... Okay. Okay. Hopefully we can clear the boss out soon-ish. Okay, boss is down. Relius is able to clean up that side. Let's see how Brienne does over here. She was able to really help out. So Brienne was a big addition there. We're going to have our Idril help thin the herd. We're going to want to slow this down. Get the ultimate out there. Going to use the ultimate there. I think we might need Mari in here. I wonder if Corvin won't get replaced. Let's try it one more time. We might be hitting the edge of what our group can do, but we're going to try a couple different placements to see if it helps. This is one of the situations where I really wish where I had Yao A1. Just her larger range with inspiration would be super helpful. I think we might try to set Mari out here. I hope she doesn't just die. But we need some slows in there, but it doesn't feel like... Okay, just barely. And yeah, Mari dies sitting out there. I think we're going to pull Corvin out of the marksman team and put Numera back in. This will let us put more damage on the boss. It's unfortunate, but I think that's where we are right now. I think we'll put Mari back here behind where we're going to deploy Brienne. This doesn't allow us room for Corvin, but maybe we'll pick up Numera and drop Corvin. Okay, so we're going to slow things down here. I think this is our weak side, so we're going to try to see if Corvin can help out there. Okay, Aurelius made short work of that. Oh man, we're getting a leak there. We probably need to ult with Silas. Brienne's ult is not up yet. Let's go ahead and ult with Mari. Yeah. We're going to restart it once or twice more, but I feel like we're kind of pressing up against what the current team can accomplish. We're somewhat limited by our gear for sure. And it may be valuable for us to start to farm a little bit more. Okay, boss is down there. Oh, some leaks there. That's not going to be enough. I just need more inspiration across the board. Or more gear. We're going to give it one more attempt. And then we're probably going to take a hold on this gear rate until we see a realistic path forward. I'm going to try something a little bit different. Try to give out more inspiration. This may backfire, but this just spreads our inspiration out more. Not getting on Aurelius is unfortunate. And definitely this fight is going a little bit longer, but if this can long term help us to be better set up for the waves once the boss is dead, I'm willing to take that. Let's go ahead and see if we can push the boss down here. We have Corbin back here supporting as well. Okay, so that was successful. We just need this boss to go down. We got the left side coming in. We're going to use Brienne there. We're just kind of lacking the oomph. Yeah. I think at this point we're going to call it. We still make good progress. We were able to clear 13, 14, and 15. I think with a little bit more levels, a little bit more gear, or some better AoE options, this shouldn't be too much of a problem to progress through. So thank you for hanging out, spending some time as I progress through there. You guys have a good day.